saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine.
Wow, that is Pittsburgh's own Jackie Evancho's new release. It is called Burn from her new album. She just launched this music video, and the album is called The Debut. And she also announced a concert in Pittsburgh on May 31st at the Byham Theater. Jackie is now living in New York, but is back home for the Easter holiday.
And we are lucky to have her joining us here this morning. Welcome home, Jackie.
Thank you.
You're going to sing Burn from Hamilton coming up for us later today. But first, we love having this chance to catch up with you. And it's so fun to see you as that little girl on making your national debut on TV.
Yeah.
To living in New York and as an adult woman now, your career so successful.
Thank you. It's definitely weird to see that. I don't even feel like the same person as that girl that
when
was
you see that video.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Well, you've grown a lot, but we wanted to ask you, since we're asking everybody, do you have any advice that you still carry with you from when you were younger that your parents may have said?
I think it was my mom. She told me to never give up on your dreams. And she actually helped me to get to where I am now. So I still hold that with me every single day.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
And clearly you have taken it to heart.
Yeah,
Well, let's talk about your new album, because it's unique because it's all new Broadway songs and music, right? And I've heard you say this may be your most authentic album, right?
Yes. I honestly feel like this is my most authentic album because this is the first album where I was 18 years old and I could finally state my opinions and my artistic advice, I guess, and they would actually listen to me.
Wow.
And it was so exciting to see my visions that were in here come to life on the album.
That is part of growing in this industry, isn't it?
Yes, it is, especially in my case because I started so young. It was so annoying because I had all these ideas, given they weren't the best. I was a 10-year-old kid, but I wanted people to listen to me, you know? I was like, this is my career, let me do what I want. And it just doesn't work that way.
It takes a little growing up, and you've certainly done that. So tell us about some of the songs that are featured on the debut.
Well, the debut has a bunch of songs from the modern Broadway world, like Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, Once, and a bunch of others. But for me, it's something that I really, really wanted to do because I moved to New York and I heard this entire world of Broadway that's modern and young and cool, and although I respect the older stuff, I just thought it was really neat. So I wanted to kind of embrace that world.
Yeah, it speaks to you.
Yes, it does, yes.
Yeah. We were talking about, you know, at age 10, you became recognizable, really nationwide. And what was it like growing up that way? I mean, are there challenges involved in that whenever you're growing up?
There definitely are. For me personally, there was a lot of things that were challenging. Just being in the public eye, you feel such pressure to be a specific way, to look a specific way. And you try to kind of change who you actually are to fit that mold, and that's just not the way to go. And there's also just the dangers of being in the public eye. You have people looking at you, not the most mentally sound people are looking at you, and so there's all that to look at.
And that's difficult, and because you're not always with your parents too. You're traveling, you're doing things.
Yeah. But I mean, luckily they're always trying to protect me, and they're great parents. They raised me to be strong and to be smart and to know that if something's happening, to call them or somebody that I know will help me.
Yeah.
We had some of the figures about how many albums you sold and what you've done, the status of those albums. Did you ever think your career would be in this place now?
No. I'm going to be honest, no. When I was on America's Got Talent, I thought that right after that experience, I'd get off the show and my life would be back to normal. And the fact that it wasn't was really exciting, and but it was definitely an adjustment.
I heard you talking about being a role model to young girls and maybe boys too. And one of the things you said was it's taken a while for you to learn you don't have to be your perfect self. You don't have to be perfect all the time.
Yes.
And I think that's a really good message for people.
I agree, mainly because I said it, but no, I agree completely. because it is so important.
Right.
I mean, you have this image of who you want to be in your head because you see social media and you see movies and these beautiful, beautiful people, but they're beautiful in their own ways. And we get frustrated because we're not beautiful in their ways. And we just have to realize that we have beauty in our own ways too, just like them.
Yeah. And everybody stumbles, everybody falls, everybody makes mistakes, and grow from that.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Jackie.
Yeah, very good stuff.
Well, you heard David making fun of me about ugly crying during Burn, so we want to hear you sing.
Awesome, I'm excited.
All right, well, stay with us because we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, as promised, Jackie Evancho will sing for us live in the studio from her new album. Her song Burn from Hamilton is coming up next. We have Kleenex on hand for Heather when PTL comes right back.
We are back. Multi-platinum recording artist Jackie Evancho. We were just talking with her about her new crossover album, The Debut.
Yeah, and it's really a great name because the album is the debut of a new direction for Jackie. It's a new American Broadway songbook featuring music from breakthrough musicals like Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, Waitress, Once, and Spring Awakening. Heather has her Kleenex on hand. So here now is Jackie singing one of the songs from the album. This is Burn from the hit Broadway musical Hamilton.
I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when we saw your first letter arrive? She said, be careful of that one, love. You'll do what it takes to survive. You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I'm rereading the letters you wrote me. I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign. And when you were mine, the world seemed to burn. Do you know what Angelica said when she read, what have you done? She said, you've married an Icarus. He's thrown too close to the sun. You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences border on senseless. And you were paranoid in every paragraph. How they perceive you. I'm erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how I had reacted when you broke my heart. You've torn it all apart, and I'm watching it burn. The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you. You forfeit all rights to my heart. You forfeit the place in our bed. You'll sleep in your office instead with only the memories of when you were mine. I hope that you burn.
Wow. Wow. People talk about getting goosebumps when they hear a song, and watching you sing this live, just so, oh my gosh, Heather.
I know, I can't help it. It's such a beautiful song. And your voice, it's so amazing how you have this power that's so controlled.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I feel like usually when you hear somebody belt something out, but you're doing it in a quiet way.
Yeah.
It's very powerful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so
really.
proud. Thank you.
We enjoyed this so much. Thank you, Jackie, for being
good.
here.
Of course.
And again, the debut is Jackie's new album, and you can hear Jackie in concert when she is back in Pittsburgh for one night only. That's May 31st at the Byham Theater. We're going to stock up on Kleenex for Heather.
We're so happy for all of your success,
Thank
Jackie.
you.
Absolutely.